Hi everyone, welcome to this week's video at Visiting the Dutch Countryside. In this week's video we will be talking about a beautiful area in the Netherlands. Basically exists out of, well, let's say 4, 5, 6 different areas. But I will be mainly discussing one area, but you will be able to discover and learn about how the other areas also formed. So yeah, this week's video we are going to be discussing the Netherlands Lake District. And it's also called by some tourism office the Hollands Plassengebied, because it's mainly found in the provinces of Zuid-Holland and a bit in North-Holland. Also a bit in Utrecht, but yeah. So yeah, the region that we're going to discuss today is the Loosdrechtse Plassen. And it is the area that is, and the entire Netherlands Lake District basically, is filled with little islands and a lot of water. You might have seen them, photos of them on Instagram. So yeah, it's not the Lake District that you're used to, as in the Lake District in the UK, because, you know, we kind of miss mountains here and basically the entire landscape that they have over there. But yeah, so that's not it. It's mainly the Dutch way of a lake district, which means a lot and a lot and a lot of water. So yeah, for the ones who are new here, my name is Manon and I am Dutch. At Visiting the Dutch Countryside, you will be discovering the Netherlands beyond the crowds with a local, which is obviously me. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the little notification bell so you won't miss any of my other upcoming videos, because I can assure you, you do not want to miss it. So yeah, that was it, and let's head into the video. District in the Netherlands is mainly filled with small creeks, a lot of little rivers and a lot big lakes. And the best part is that there are a lot of little islands. Those islands have houses on them or do not have houses on them, but it's a beautiful region to visit. So the Loosdrechtse Plassen and its region is mainly famous on Instagram for the town or village of Scheendijk. But Scheendijk is only a small area of it, it's actually really big, and this is only me talking about the Loosdrechtse Plassen area. So the entire Netherlands Lake District basically exists out of 5, 6 or even 7 more of those kind of districts and areas. Those little islands can obviously be reached by boat or swimming, but you can also go canoeing, do some other water sports in the area and listen to nature, enjoy it, relax. A big part of it is the nature reserve, or actually the entire part. It belongs to a Natura 2000 area. You can find a lot of nature in the Loosdrechtse Plassen. So this used to be a peat area, but it was too wet for agricultural purposes. So what they did is that they created little creeks so that the water would flow away into a bigger river, and it could be used for agricultural purposes. So they became meadows. They became, dry enough to be used for meadows, as meadows. And the soil, that was low peat. So that low peat became dry enough to be used as a meadow. And then in the 16th century, that peat was harvested and dried and used as something that we call turf in Dutch, which was some kind of fuel that was used for heating or things like that. Then as the centuries followed, in the 17th and 18th century, they used this kind of scoop net with a really long handle of around 8 meters. So it would scoop the peat, which was under the water surface, so which they previously couldn't reach. It scooped that out. So the peat was laid on narrow strips of land and then dried so they could use it as fuel again. Scooping away the peat is also the reason why this whole area was formed. Because when you take away the peat, the water flows in. So the more peat was removed, the more water was flowing in. And there were certain rules that people needed to obey, but not everyone did that. So some of the small narrow strips of land were also removed, and other pieces of land were basically flashed away by heavy storms. And all of that, after centuries, that's the reason why the Loosdrechtse Plassen area and the other areas in the Netherlands Lake District look the way that they do. nowadays people come here to enjoy nature, to, you know, go in a boat, to swim, to sail, to do some other water sports, to sit at one of the little restaurants that you can find. It's such a beautiful area that I can just simply say that you do not want to miss this. Because this is unlike any other place that you will ever find anywhere. But yeah, you can find it several times in the Netherlands, but you know, beyond the Netherlands, it's pretty special. I personally really love to visit Loosdrecht because it gives you such a calming and relaxing feeling, you know. You get into a boat and you just relax. Take some food, well, a lot of food, and you sit and you relax and you swim and you talk to people or not, and you hear the birds chirping, you hear the water flowing away. It has something magical and I want you to experience it too. You cannot visit every part of this natural area in the Netherlands by boat because some parts are just really protected and people cannot enter with a boat. People can more often enter with a supping board or stuff like that, but with a boat you cannot get everywhere, which is logical because it needs to be protected for future generations. So yeah, I would highly recommend you to have some kind of translating tool on your phone because the signs are in Dutch, obviously. You know, it will be kind of clear, but still, if you're not used to signature on the water, then it might be confusing sometimes. So yeah, as I said in the beginning and throughout this video, it's a beautiful area and the Netherlands Lake District can not only be found at the Loosdrechtse Plassen, it's really a big region, a big district basically. So I made it easy for you and I created a really big ultimate guide basically to what you should do in every region and the best places to stay and more history, everything, more tips, stuff like that about the Netherlands Lake District, and you can find that in the link of my bio below. So I hope you enjoy it. You will absolutely love your stay if you love being surrounded by water and birds and food. I don't think it gets any better than that. Oh, besides that, sunrises and sunsets there are even more beautiful than usual. So yeah, definitely go there. So yeah guys, that was it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the little notification bell so you won't miss any of my other upcoming videos. Because you and I both know that's not something that you want to do. So yeah, that was it and I will see you next week.